Hello and welcome to another LEGO set review. Today we're taking a look at this sea base set. And I have this set next to me because we're going to do some comparisons in a moment. So let's take a look at some of the smaller parts from this set first. We have this little boat, which is a boat that LEGO's been using forever now. Yeah, it's a tiny little boat. You build up the seats a little bit. You got this guy rowing here. He's only got one face. And I got the lady with sword there, pirate sword. And she also only has one face and a little pirate flag on the back, just in case you are not sure what's going on. We also have this giant boat here, the Royal Navy boat. We have one lady driving it. Moving over to the other side, see a little bit more of it. Yeah, we have more swords there, little treasure bag, and this that you can spin. Can you spin really fast? Yes, you can, a little bit. And the base of it is built, it's not a single piece. There's some flags on the top, and the build mechanic on the front here is actually quite smart and done quite well. And overall this boat ties together very nicely. It's not easy to fall apart. Okay, moving the two boats aside, we have this really massive piece here for the main set. At first I thought, hey, this thing seems a little bit expensive, but the amount of time and amount of pieces that it took to build it, I was like, oh no, that makes sense now. It's one of those things that we just look at it from the outside, it looks kind of small, but there's a lot of details going on. So why is the castle set here? Well, this is based on an old pirate set from a long time ago in the late 80s and 90s, and what they used to have is this giant base piece that you see here with the castle. I do not have the original pirate set that this is based on, but I do have this castle set, and you see the castle set and this one's size is very similar. You have the middle section, the stone section that's fully built this time, which does come up to roughly the same scale as the old castle set. This hollow plastic piece, actually sometimes surprised myself at how well this is kept together with 99% original parts. There are some Lego pieces replaced from newer sets or Bricklink or something, but it is overall the original set that I've managed to keep intact, especially still having that glow-in-the-dark wand and this there. I did have to stitch this cape because it was around the neckline, it did break, but yeah, so roughly the same size. One thing interesting about this set is that there is a hole, a gap in there. Well, for this one, you put your dragon pet in there if you want to, or if things can fall through the chapter on the top there. Whereas this one, you see, oh look, the middle is filled in, but this set is splittable. You can detach parts from it. With this set here, you see this little hook connector points, so you can split it apart. There are many sections here, another section there. But before we go there, I'm just gonna take this middle chunk out. If you take the middle chunk out, just like the old Lego piece, there's a hole in the middle now. So yeah, let's continue to take this apart. We got entrance apart. This is its own giant piece here, which is fine. This is the main piece. I guess you need something a bit more solid to hold everything together. Got this section here. It's like a cannon wall. Got another corner wall. We have a single tower section, and we have the middle section where they have like food and stuff, just like a table and just holds it up. And all of these bases, they have water going underneath, as well as some hidden compartments for, you know, sequence and stuff, much like the previous Lego Icons big giant castle set, which I haven't filmed a review yet, but that set also has a lot of tiny little hidden details and intricacies. It's just really fun to play around with. Let's go through these parts one by one. We have the middle dining area or courtyard area. Take away the table. You got a female officer here, and this guy I swapped their hairs around because hey, you know, men can have long hair too, and I preferred him being the general, just because he's, I don't know, I like his face. There's a little bit of rocks and some like weed going underneath, and some, you know, pretty cool builds to do some support structure, even though for some people you're probably not going to see this a lot because you just had a single tower there, but just to make it more structurally sound, they add some little Technic connectors in the bottom and decorated the outsides to make it look nice. Moving over to this crane tower. So this is neat. You got these spinny things here that you can rotate. and let this treasure box go up and down, and there's some like gold pieces in there. This tower is secured in place with more barrels and stuff, and a tiny little, I guess, sewer tunnel, passageway if you will, for inside there. And this passageway continues on to this piece. There's a prison on top, but underneath the prison there's someone who probably tried to escape. He watched Shawshank Redemption. He's like, I saw this film from the future, I'm gonna try it. And then it didn't work out, so now he's here and he's falling through. So technically you have an extra minifigure here if you count like skeletons and stuff. Crap, it's gonna be hard to get him back in there. So yeah, be careful of that skeleton, because once it's out you're gonna have to pull the set apart just to get him back in there. Or maybe pull the plate off. So a little bit annoying. We have a staircase down here with these gold pieces, the small inside. So this piece, they put a little handle there so you can pull it up. It does not go down, so it's secure that way. It's a trapdoor that goes up. And yeah, you can have this little arm to hold it in place. Doop, there you go. Ease of access, I guess. Moving over here, this front panel can come off. And supposed to be able to open another. So you can open this other trapdoor here. You see these extra wood pieces just piled up, so someone's been digging for a while. And it goes down to this slide, which is a waterfall, and out into a Mr. Krabs. Close that back up. A little bit of a gap there. And this wall is very easy to put back in, or take out. You can also remove the roof for easier access, just like modular buildings. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, and that's that guard standing on the top. A final smaller piece has a beachfront with a monkey. I prefer the older monkeys because they're actually articulated. This tree should be lower than that. There we go. Yeah, the trees are quite nice to build and very secure once they're together. A little bit hard in the beginning, but they're okay. Moving over, we have a wine cellar, another treasure chest. Don't know, this bit is on the ground. Maybe someone spilled some wine at some point. Must be from, yeah, that drip. I have a frog there just saying hello. Some barrels, extra stuff. On the top we have a cannon and another guard. Finally moving over to the main piece. There's not much going on the inside. From this side there is a little bit of a cave area. And this is more just like left open space from the slide from the front, the slope, and this barrel has some extra coins hidden inside. Got some guns. We got a cooking area, which is great because, you know, there's a dining area next to that. There is an extra treasure box just hiding in there. You put some guns in there so someone can use this to attack the base. And yeah, cannon, more like a key, some torches. One thing about this is it does look a bit weird if you don't attach the dining area here, because there's just a huge empty gap behind the wall, and so I don't know what's going on there. Above the front door we have a little map room, office room, and with a door that you can open and go outside. And on the outside you have a nice balcony with some rifles on top there to defend the base. And on top of that we have another cannon, a flag. And just take a look from the front. The slope is quite nicely built. I know lots of times we go for like smooth textures and stuff with displays and stuff, but hey, we got these whole flat pieces of studs. I prefer if these had studs on them so I can actually have characters, you know, walking down the slope. New features, it says not only can you take them apart, you can attach them in different ways, and now instead of just an island base in the middle of nowhere, it looks like it's a seafront. And I think, yeah, I like this look a lot more than you know, it was just a small little box, because you see more of it, so you can display more stuff. I do have a pirate ship that I can put here, like a big one, so that's exciting for me. Also, if you rotate this around now with all the insides exposed, all of the hidden features, as it were, are exposed, and you can see them. So you got the box there with extra guns and stuff. There's the some treasure, the wine cellar, more items, and the staircase where it leads to the cellar, and well, the skeletons all saying hi in the corner there. So yeah, so overall I like this set a lot. I mean, yeah, I was born in the 90s. I grew up in the 90s, and there's something I think very charming about the 90s Lego sets because of how colorful and how uniquely designed they are. It was in that age where they're not too overly simple anymore, because before that, I guess like early 80s, the Lego sets looked a bit too simple, and they look a bit kind of like overly blocky, and just the minifigures didn't look that nice yet. Some of them actually use stickers, which is a big no-no for Lego minifigures. I'm glad that changed a long time ago. And when they finally reach to, you know, the 90s age, or the castle and space, I think that was like the golden age of like classic Lego themes. And all of the sets, a lot of the sets back then were bangers. You know, the space model rail, that's one. The Dragon Castle that I have, it's not the most famous one, but I think it's just like the second famous one. And there was like one that's a bit more famous, like the Black Dragons or something. And the Wizards and the Pirates and the Native Americans was a bit dodgy, but the Cowboys and Indian sets, those are still cool to have. And then you got the Ninja stuff, which I never really had. I had a few, but those are still amazing. And so all of these Lego Icon sets coming out now that are mostly based on these 90s sets really managed to recapture that magical feel from that time, where things are just based on general toy themes. There's no licensing, there's no very particular thing that's based on real life that's out now today. It's like not modern war where everything's dark and gritty. It's fantasized, it's fantasy, it's magic, it's more cute, and I think these icon sets really capture that. So I'm really happy for the set, and I do prefer the castle set, the giant castle set that I bought, but this set is still pretty awesome. Love the colors, loved the building it. It was very relaxing and enjoyable. This is really good. Subscribe, just comment below, guys. Take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.